The golden spurs, marks of cavalry, status. The ceremony continued with the fastening of golden spurs to each new knight's heels, marking them as members of the cavalry elite who would fight on horseback rather than on foot. These spurs were more than merely functional equipment for controlling horses. They were badges of honor that proclaimed the wearer's elevated status within the military hierarchy. The gold, from which they were fashioned, made them suitable only for those of noble birth and sufficient wealth. The craftsmanship evident in each pair of spurs reflected the importance of this symbolic element. Master goldsmiths had shaped the precious metal into elegant curves that would provide effective control over a destrier while creating objects of remarkable beauty. The rowels were delicately fashioned wheels with points sharp enough to encourage obedience from even the most spirited warhorse, while decorative elements enhanced their visual appeal. The act of fastening the spurs followed specific rituals that emphasized their significance. Duke Gilbert knelt briefly to secure each pair, a gesture that seemed to reverse the normal hierarchy, but actually emphasized the sacred nature of the knightly calling. By humbling himself momentarily to perform this service, the Duke demonstrated that knighthood represented a form of consecration that deserved respect from all ranks of society. As the golden spurs were secured around their ankles, the new knights felt the weight of these symbols with every step they took. The spurs would serve as constant reminders of their status as mounted warriors, members of an elite class whose effectiveness in battle depended on the partnership between man and horse. The sound of spurs jingling became associated with the approach of authority and the possibility of justice or protection for those in need. The tradition of golden spurs had ancient roots in the customs of the Germanic tribes that had conquered the Roman Empire centuries earlier. These warrior peoples had long associated spurs with equestrian skill and the authority to lead men in battle. The medieval ceremony thus connected the new knights not only to contemporary traditions, but to ancient customs that stretched back to the very foundations of European civilization. The mantles, cloaks of honor and protection